Huzzah! Everyone, welcome, guys.
Get out.
Hey, there we go. All right, so this is episode 2 of the ever awesome Carrion Crown. This episode is entitled Dreamfall. We're trying some new things around here, so this should be a lot of fun. Hi guys, welcome back. Are you guys excited for session 2?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
was like waiting for like a crowd to say yay. I don't.
I'm so excited. I'm still in the bathroom.
That's right.
Dude,
Yeah, dude, how's your stomach?
you got a lot to know.
Still in there, man. Like, butt cheeks are loose. Still trying to tighten up after that session.
No more good berries for you.
No more good berries. Bad berries.
Bad bears. That's good. That's clever. So we typically start off now with a little bit of recap about what happened last time and the things that you guys have learned. This is especially important since DJ had to take off midway through the session. So let's get some recap. Let's catch him up along with everybody else that missed the first session. Sound fair?
Yeah.
All right. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, what do we find out?
I'm just kidding.
Where
That
have
was
you guys
me in the toilet.
Yeah, oh god, that's so accurate. Those bad berries did some work. So you have gone to what town? Where did you guys go to?
You guys left me.
Ravengrow.
You arrived at Ravengrow, correct? Why did you go to Ravengrow?
To bury our master, our professor.
Professor, yes. Not quite master. Maybe your master, but not quite.
Mogar's master, apparently.
Professor.
Each of you had your own kind of relationship with the professor, Petros Lorimor. Some of you knew him as just the professor. Some of you know him as Petros, Mr. Lorimor. Hell, some of you even called him Petey, man. That's right. It was an interesting session, to say the least. Things were not as they seemed in Ravengrow. What's the area like? What's this place like?
There is
Steady.
a taint on the
lots of
land.
taint.
The villagers are suspicious and
They're mean.
grumpy. Yep.
Something about zombies.
Very
Like some undead.
judgmental.
They're suspicious. Yeah, they're grumpy. They're pretty upset.
Mm.
Why are they upset?
Because the professor dabbled in necrophilia.
Not
Well,
quite.
Maybe.
There was a lot of stuff that I missed.
I didn't read that
Necromancy.
book, but maybe.
I mean,
Is
I'm
Mogar
not
in
putting
there?
it past him, okay? I'm putting that out there on that one.
Hey, what happened to our gnome? Oh, there she is.
I just don't understand like necromancy and then why they would get super duper mad about it. So I'm like gonna put in that there's something else. So okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, there was
Send that
something
to you.
regarding the undead. So what kind of things was he dabbling in? Do you have any idea?
well,
Good
I
berries
don't
and
think he
weed.
was, actually, but he
That's for
did
sure.
have questionable books in
Okay.
his locker, and I wrote notes, so I'm
dabbling in
enjoying
Maybe
it.
like
Necromancy,
evil
yes.
magic. I'm pretty sure it was evil
It
magic.
was books from evil deities. I can't pronounce that word. Some to do with undead necromancy, gluttony, and disease. Some to do with where the magic in the dark place comes from.
Let's see. Okay. So Symarra, can you give me one name of the 4 books? Just give me one of them.
Yeah, just one.
Sure.
Okay. I think it's called Unverified Madness.
Yeah, on Verified Madness. And this was a treatise on aberrations and other entities found in Galarian that possess remote ties to the Dark Tapestry. Does anyone know what the Dark Tapestry is?
Where magic comes from.
It's one of the believed spots of magic, or at least dark magic. It's technically space magic. It's like an
Space
arcane set of power that is destined between stars. And the way that I kind of explain it to people that aren't familiar with it, it's sort of like the magic from Doctor Strange, that area that he continually goes to and sees the wild colors like he's on an LSD trip. That's sort of what the Dark Tapestry is like, if you're familiar with that. Can anyone name any of the other books?
I'm gonna. Shh.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I was on the toilet. So,
A journal.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Nix
there
is
was a
very
journal.
forgetful.
Nix is very
I
forgetful.
remember some of the religions.
Okay.
Thanks. Serving your hunger.
What?
I remember our
Serving your
mission.
hunger.
I have our mission.
Okay, what was your mission? What were you told to do?
Should you choose to accept it?
Exactly, should you choose to accept? What were you told to do?
So we were read by the Father a whole entire will that the professor has told us, and one of them was to take the tomes to a university. I do not know the university's name, but we were supposed to give it to Embreth Derrimid.
Ambreth Derrimid, yep.
She is the one who has the money for us, the what we need, about 100 plat each.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, all things considered. It's going to Lippstadt University.
We have to hang out for a month in Ravengrow, though.
You have a month to hang out here, and why not just go immediately?
We need to make sure Dortorino is A-okay.
Yeah, you are to help the daughter decide whether or not she's going to sell the place, or if she's going to stay in Ravengrow. Why? Like, the daughter's capable. You spoke to her. She seems to have good rapport in the town. What reason would she have for staying, and why would she need protection? Speculation at this point. Just hit me with anything.
Because she's worth a lot of money, maybe? I don't know.
Perhaps, maybe she...
Maybe they just want to get rid of the whole family for that necromancy shit.
That's it's never a bad idea.
We do think he was murdered, so...
Yeah, we've come to that conclusion that we all
She
think
could be
he's
next.
murdered. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe she dabbles in the dark arts.
Perhaps.
Oh, maybe she murdered him. Oh.
Perhaps.
Oh my god, what if that was the case?
Plot thickens.
She's trying to out you as
No
Zillion
plot
Nick.
thickens.
All right, so Solis, since you have arrived, and I know that you had to dip out a little early, can you name any of the NPC that you met? Anyone here who is not your allies up to this point?
You talking about out of our current group? Oh, not our allies. The old man, I forgot his name. Because I was too busy. My stomach was rumbling a little too much, so I didn't remember his name, but he had viciously one flock eyebrows. Remember that? Yeah.
He did.
Can anyone recall his name?
Master Grim.
Almost there?
Father Grim?
Grim?
Yeah,
Father
it's,
Grimborough. It's actually Father Grimborough.
Good
Yes.
job.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
It was a teamwork effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he got offended because someone asked him if he was into
Human.
Yeah. Someone asked him if he was human, and someone asked him if he was into other men or
I think
something.
someone asked
I can't remember.
if he manscaped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oops.
It was like, my word.
Oops.
What is this manscape?
Yeah.
My
All right.
balls are as fruitless as my eyebrows.
All right. Okay. Ello,
Go ahead.
can you name any of the other NPCs that you guys have met so far?
Probably not. There was the sort of leader of the peasantry.
Yep.
Oh.
I forget his name though. I want to say it starts with the G.
It does.
But it does. Okay. Gimli the dwarf. That's not it. I don't know. I can't remember his name.
It's actually,
honestly.
I believe there's a global mod in chat with the name. If you take off the ED, I met him in your chat, Ello. His name is Gib.
Oh, Gib.
Sure.
Gib. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Gib is what to the town?
He is the. Is he the sheriff?
He's the sheriff.
Boom.
He's the sheriff, and for Ello, or excuse me, for DJ here, why did you guys meet Gib? What importance does that have to the story?
We were gonna go bury our professor.
Yeah, you guys wanted to go bury the
In
professor
the graveyard.
in the Restlands, and Gib was like, "Here, let me get the gate for you," right?
Nope. He said, hell no, you ain't gonna trespass in my plans, not in my graveyard.
Yeah. The
Basically,
sheriff.
Gib like that.
Gib sounds like a dick.
He is.
Oh,
he
Yeah,
is.
he's a super dick.
He's,
Not has a super.
He must have rolled a higher number than me.
yeah,
Man.
he's a veiny bastard.
Man, I was left behind. I was
He's
holding
a
the
baby bastard.
the whole tune by myself, man.
It's,
I mean, you're ginormous. You should be.
it's true. Everybody went
We're
off
not
to
talking
speak
about in
with
the
Gib,
pants, though.
And as you
I don't
look
know.
back,
I've seen up his loincloth. I'm not so sure about that.
well, you haven't seen what Solis is packing yet, okay?
Yeah. I rolled a 10. All right, so I'm just saying. There's a lot under that fur.
Damn it.
Okay, and the last character that you
Fur
guys
flap.
met was Kendra Lorimore. She wasn't really as emotional as she came across. Speculation outside of game, why? Why do you think she wasn't, like, beside herself? Emotionally distraught. Her father died. Any ideas?
Maybe it wasn't an accident, like why he died. Maybe it was planned.
Okay.
I don't know. I like really awkward plot twists.
Maybe they didn't have a good relationship. He was always traveling.
Okay, alright.
Maybe
We
that.
go
she's
for the
just-
standard.
Maybe she's just a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yeah,
she's
she's
just.
stone cold killer, man.
We just met her. We don't know what kind of person she is. She could just be the kind of person that doesn't give a fuck if her dad dies.
She could have killed her dad and then was just like, now this is all going to be done with and no one's going to get mad about the necromancy and stupid.
Give me the professor money. Let's go.
Maybe she is the professor glamored into
a
Just
woman.
The girl.
Doc Pepper,
Damn, we're
a
getting
woman's
deep.
daughter.
Dude, the professor manscaped and turned into a woman.
He's got spells and shit. There's illusions everywhere. All right.
Necromancy.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, dude, you know what? I
Necromancy
like
doesn't
that one.
really
I
deal
like
with
that
it. That's
one,
fine.
though.
Or maybe we all
I
just.
can't wait to see what happens
Here,
in this
actually,
episode.
can I make a roll to try to remember if I've ever heard of the professor talking about a daughter?
Sure, go for it. We'll just say it's a remembrance thing, so D20 plus your wisdom mod.
Okay, I forgot to open up my character sheet. It's a lot of talk about rolling without having my character sheet open.
Took him.
Shit.
Did they
I gotta
just
find
assume
it.
the professor's gender? Damn.
I mean,
Oh,
it does say in the book his.
it does.
Me.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No.
So I do want to point out that I literally didn't think it was necromancy. The whole time I've been thinking it's necrophilia. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this is probably why the townspeople are so upset. All right, that makes sense. So sorry.
No, he wasn't just fucking dead corpses. He was bringing them back to life.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Oh my god.
You guys are gonna figure out a way to resurrect him. It's like, Professor, were you having sex with the dead? It's like, yeah,
That's
but
the
it's,
only reason. All right, we're good. Go back down. We'll avenge your death later. We don't
it's,
care.
it's not because they were
You
dead. I
kink shaming me?
just really liked the silence.
Okay, there it is. Gosh,
God
man.
fucking damn it.
All right, I'm making that roll.
Necrophilia.
Bet
Mr. Grimm loved that.
Booyah.
Oh, a boop.
You do recall him mentioning that he had a daughter, but their relationship was strange. More so like associates than anything.
Ooh. Maybe they had
Associates with his time.
one of
That's
those
happened.
normal relationships.
That happened to me one time on The Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to
daughter?
a time machine, and when I came back, I had a child, and so I locked the child in a room and didn't take care of it till the services came and took the child away. And then when I went into my relationships tab, it would always say that my son was an acquaintance to me, which I found to be sort of hilarious.
Aw.
So I understand the sort of relationship that the professor has with his daughter. I can understand. It's the same relationship I had with my time traveling son
Wow.
in The Sims.
Time traveling bastard. It's just something.
Wow.
Oh, my
Wow.
fingers
Okay.
too long. Really, no.
All right. So, you guys determined, or at least you believe, that this was not an accident. What reasons do you have to believe that this was an accident, that the professor had died? Feel
I'm
free to
gonna
chime
raise
in.
my hand from now
Didn't he
on.
fall off a building or something? Something was smashed on him?
Gargoyle.
Can't remember. Oh, gargoyle, that's right.
Tashnarr knows. Talk to him.
I know.
Do it, say it.
I'm the giantest nerd, I feel. So allegedly, a gargoyle found him and smushed his face.
Okay.
But
But
Cypress and Mogar investigate the body and found like brick connecty dust that isn't used in high places above 2 floors. So he wasn't dead where they said he was dead.
that's why she is the sorceress.
Correct.
Alleged face smushing.
Moosh.
You guys didn't really take a look at the face much. You just kind of took the father's word for it.
It was
Yeah,
like burgery.
wasn't it all like tubed in and super bloody and rags?
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
think
you
my,
covered it up. It was really, really nasty.
To be
my
fair,
character
I
doesn't
did
have a
say
strong
that
stomach.
I did search the body, everything I could. I would have looked at that face.
Oh, okay, all right. So then, yeah, you would have seen this
Where's my mouse?
mash. It was like a mash mess. Really, really ugly. Almost undefinable. If there was ever an attempt to cover a body or to convince someone that someone had passed, that was the perfect crime because it's almost not discernible.
You said that there was a weird ooze that was coming from his
It's an
face.
aura, not quite like an ooze. There's an
okay.
aura over his body. It's like a necromantic aura. It seems to lurk around him. That's
And did we check that? No.
In other words, it's funk.
yeah. He's got a
I
wild
think
funk about him.
Cypress asked if it was similar to the taint that was around in the land.
Yeah, and it was. It was in fact.
Checking out his tank.
Oh, how many tomes were there again? How many books?
There
5?
were 5 books total.
One was a
believe.
journal.
One was a journal, but then
Correct.
journal's a book.
Perfect.
Can we just, by the way, can we just agree as an out of character group? Is Tash always going to take our notes? Do you want to be the official? Like, you know, when you're in high school,
I'm
you know, when you're in
sorry.
high school, you have like the group that gets together is like the one person that takes the notes because they're like,
She's lit taking notes.
I am totally for this.
because I was not expecting to get like a fucking quiz when we came back, and I was freaking out more than I freaked out in a while with these
I don't
questions
mind.
coming at me.
I'll just give my character a journal so that it works out.
You know that moment in like class when the teacher like is like they call you by name, and then he was like, Ellohime, name another fucking NPC. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Sexually identify with
So
that journal.
Tash, I really need you to really dig deep into these notes, and then
Okay.
maybe like share and help us out, and hopefully we can all cheat off you.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I can barely read my own notes.
I mean,
They're
I'm a
not
charmer.
short.
I don't take.
That's what everybody says when they take really good notes and don't
Look,
want to share them.
I don't know if you
okay?
can see it because the screen's so little, but you guys can see it on Zoom. What does it even say? It
No,
says
that
go-
does look like notes. I've seen notes before,
Ghost.
and that's what those
I'm
look
just typing. I'm
I
typing.
see
up
them.
everything.
Guys, I can
I
identify.
see them.
I've copied notes before, and I know what notes look like.
So I am quite happy to do that.
Those are the notes you just Xerox. Just be
I'm
done
just
with them.
I feel like the little teacher's pet like nerd in the corner.
No, that's
like,
good. That just
remembering
means you're
stuff.
into it, which we need. We
I
need
was
you to
so
be
into it.
Yeah.
I'm not the
Let's
best
go.
role
Okay.
player with
If she's
but I
going
can
to-
take notes.
If she's
Okay.
going to take the notes, who's going to be the designated party, like the cache, if you will? The person who writes down all the miscellaneous equipment that you guys find that you can't immediately use.
Oh, that sounds like a Tash.
I mean, she's really taking notes.
I mean, she's already taking notes, so it seems
Yeah.
like it just
I
hop,
agree.
skip, and a jump.
I'm the
I
dude
mean,
that
go ahead
just.
and
on
hand
my
it out.
desk right now, there are 4 notebooks.
But
there you go.
do you perhaps need an assistant? Because I know somebody
Do you?
who's really good at taking notes. Yeah.
Is it Tima?
Is it team? It's not my bear.
Yes.
It's not my bear.
Tima, what was I supposed to do today? Good talk. Good talk. Tima. Glad we can.
Suddenly, I have a Wookiee as a partner.
I'll handle the shop merchants because of 2 reasons. A, I have like the highest charm, I think, and B, I have a very large penis.
I
so
knew
I
you
think
were gonna say that.
I mean,
Okay.
it was in my notes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Can't be mad
you
about
do
that.
that. I'll be the random knowledge that probably won't be
There you
helpful.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Note taker.
I also am taking notes on the side. Just saying.
Awesome.
Who, Mogar?
I like it. I like it.
And Mogar, right?
No, man, it's just for me, bro. I get into it.
Mogar just goes.
Mogar.
If I hit it hard enough, it goes to my brain.
can do
Yeah,
whatever he
yeah.
wants. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can't read or write. So,
or feel, apparently, since he plucked the other one.
What are these scribblings, Mogar?
Yeah, he can't. He's illiterate. He is.
Mogar knows cursive.
He hands you the notebook, and it's just a penis drawn on the page, in, like charcoal.
Like, he doesn't want to help
This is
anybody
a
out.
map.
He's just like, fuck you.
All right.
Oh, I had to mute to
roll.
cough because I was dying.
So we left off with the night ending. You guys were supposed to go back to the graveyard, to the restlands, because you were supposed to watch to make sure that this body didn't rise. They thought, Gib and the others thought that he had been so far gone into this necromantic stuff that he would resurrect overnight. And that was the only way they'd let you put the body in the grounds. So someone was supposed to go back and watch this. But if you recall, Kendra said, no, he wanted to be heard. His point was made. He's not going to go back and check. And we ended the night with you guys going to take a rest. Cypress went outside with Tima, and the rest of you had a room. Is that fair?
I have a question. Is there a window in my bathroom?
30% chance. Give me a 30% range, like
Boom.
30 to 60, 1 to 30. What would you like?
Is this a roll?
Yeah, I'll roll it. You just give me the 30% range.
30 to 60?
Okay. 31 to 60.
Ugh.
26 negative. You actually you don't really even get a bathroom. At this time it was like chamber pots. So
Oh,
You're
God.
just pooping in a pot.
That pot, though. I resurrected something dead in my... Okay.
Oh, God.
Hey, Bub, when I had gone outside, I had intended to go back. To
okay.
go
All right.
through the thing, and that's why I was heading back outside.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's pick up where we left off. That night will come to an end. Cypress, for you, let's go ahead and roll for potential encounters. So
Okay.
I'll need from you a 25% range.
Let's do 35 to whatever's the range for that upwards. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
34. Lucky. No encounters.
Wow. Yay me.
No encounters that evening. You go back to the restlands, and what does this look like? Where do you and Tima take a spot to rest?
I mean, right next to pretty much where we buried the professor.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, so we just kind of get in a spot and kind of cuddle together, and yeah, I pass out.
Wasn't it raining?
Yeah, it's raining.
Okay.
Yep.
It is, in fact. Okay. The morning is not that much different than the evenings here. You have a little more light, but it is perpetually dusk in all of Ravengrow, even at dawn. So there will be some light, but it's not the stark blackness that you're used to seeing from the night. What does the morning look like for each of you?
Is it still raining?
As far as you can tell, no.
Well, I personally enjoy the rain, so it looks lovely.
Okay, all right.
We're all just envisioning.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Cypress wakes up, sort of cuddled into Tima's fur, and as he kind of looks up, he kind of surveys the burial ground. Does he see anything other than just the same old burial grounds? Is there anybody around?
Actually, yeah, you will. You'll see that there have been several more graves that have been dug. Likely while you were asleep. There are some people who tend to the graveyard, and you will find that there's also an individual here that has a symbol across his robes. Do you have knowledge religion by chance?
I certainly do. I believe. Knowledge. I don't think it's on this sheet, but I think I took it as that trait.
Okay. Then go ahead and
just
give
did
me
not say
a knowledge religion check, please. See
Yeah,
if
it
you can
was just
identify.
a 2. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Right out of the gate, natural
Killing
20.
Oh,
This is the symbol of Pharasma, and you know a little bit about her. Not one of the prospective deities that you are that you quite enjoy, but Pharasma is the Lady of Graves. She is the goddess who shepherds Galarian's recently departed souls to their final reward. Upon death, souls typically migrate through the River of Souls to her boneyard. It's in the outer sphere.
So wait, am I like watching like the normal? These guys look like the normal burial grounds keepers that would normally be here. Or am I looking at like a fucking cult for this Pharasma chick?
Oh no, this is like this is the norm. This is the norm.
Okay.
Essentially,
all right.
Pharasma, or at least acolytes of Pharasma, will move around and they bless the graves. Lots of the clergy have come here and they've taken the utmost care to treat the earth. Since the whole blight dealing with the Whispering Eye and the Whispering Tyrant, it's been ugly, and these are the only things that are keeping evil at bay.
I actually can I approach them and talk with them?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Do you
I do so
with Tima in tow.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
We look unthreatening, or as unthreatening as I can look. Like I do not have my weapon drawn or anything like that. I just approach them and hail them. And I just want to ask them if they've been well and if business as usual, you know, have they seen anything weird? Just kind of shoot the shit with them a little bit. Just about sort of their job and their role in the town.
The graveskeepers, they don't speak much. They are pretty much just staying to themselves. It's not a happy job burying the locals, likely even family at this point. But when you see this priestess of Pharasma, she's probably late 20s, early 30s, human. She sees you and she says that business, if you would so call it that, is booming for the Restlands. Unfortunately, we've lost a few of the locals, and we're trying not to lose more with the coming days.
And then I look her in the eye and sort of say, living bodies or dead?
The dead. We don't... Are you suggesting the undead?
I'm just trying to be clear, man. I just want to know, like, you know, has any bodies been missing lately, man?
No, not that I'm aware of, and this is my role for the Church of Pharasma. I am with the groundskeepers, and I pray for the graves to keep them safe from the blight.
Okay, so I'm sensing a little hesitation from her, correct? Like